Slightly better. Sorry. We are always striving for. I ain't even said the intro yet. We're good. We're. Bro, all right. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Hey Coworker Podcast with your favorite nice, safe for work coworkers. I am RJ, the friendly neighborhood Dom, and this is
Tatiana,
a.k.a.
Big Rox.
Not the little one.
Never the little one.
And we are your favorite not safe for work coworkers, home of you all, the best coworkers in the world. Thank y'all for being right here when you could have been anywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you are liking, you are subscribing, you are sharing,
leaving
you are
reviews,
doing reviews, all of those good things so that we can grow and do this way more often. How are you, fam?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I had bought a camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the camera. I put it on the charger. It came with 2 batteries. Put the batteries on the charger overnight. Came back the next day, took one of the batteries, put it in the camera. Started playing with the settings. Just making sure that before I take any pictures or videos or anything, everything's on the highest setting. We want to get the best outcome possible. When I was done with the settings, I went back to the camera screen and it said that the battery was almost dead. I didn't take any pictures or anything. I literally just played with the settings. I politely took the battery out. Put it back in the box, put everything back in the box, and returned it.
Where'd you get it from?
TikTok.
Oh,
it's that pink vlogging camera that was going viral. I got it. I don't know if the quality was good or not. Didn't get a chance to see. I immediately just put it back in the box because I'm not playing those type of games with anybody.
That's the one that I thought about getting and using for us.
It might work. Maybe I just got a bad battery or something. But yeah, I immediately. No problem. Don't even worry about it. Pack this shit back up, and you're on your way.
It wasn't even that much.
It was under $80,
which is exactly why I have no problem returning it.
Send it right back. It's fine.
Because I knew that when I spent this money on it, this could be
some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fine. But yeah, I am. I'm doing great. I'm in a good mood. I cooked Monday and Tuesday, which is crazy. I did not cook today, which is Wednesday, but I'm making sticky chicken tomorrow. I love sticky chicken.
I've never made sticky chicken.
It's so good.
What type of chicken is that? Like,
kind of like you essentially you season and lightly flour some chicken, brown it on both sides, take it out, put a whole bunch of onions. The onions caramelize, release this very sweet flavor. Do that. Put the chicken back in there with some broth. It's kind of stewed. Because the flour from the chicken makes it a little bit thick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it's called sticky chicken. Maybe because some people do put sugar in it. And that would make it. Yeah, they put sugar in it. But I don't really feel like you need to put sugar in it because it has so many. If you use a lot of onions, it's automatically going to be a little sweet. But you can add sugar to it too. That's probably where the sticky chicken comes from. But it's so good. You know what I've had to learn to do when cooking? A lot of times, because I love rice and gravy. That's rice and gravy is my favorite food. So a lot of times, you're making gravy from scratch. You are stopping cooking one thing. You take the meat out and then you're just adding the flour into that with the rendered fat and stuff from whatever you're making. I cannot stand adding butter to butter burns too fucking fast. Putting a stick of butter into an already hot pot, it's going to burn immediately. And I don't like that. So I've been slowing down, waiting until it cools down some, and then reheating the pan with the butter in it because I cannot stand.
A far better idea.
Yeah, I cannot stand just throwing. The last time I made sticky chicken, I didn't like the way that it came out because I could taste that the butter was burnt because I just threw it in there right after cooking the chicken.
Well, yeah, if you do it your way and it slowly warms up with there, then you can fold it in. Mm-hmm. It's way better.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't amuse. I don't want it to just sizzle and immediately start to burn and bubble as soon as you put it in there. So, but yeah, I'm back in my housewife bag, cooking damn near daily.
Bro.
The good thing about that is, though, I am definitely learning portion control. Not as far as eating, but as far as cooking. Like the last 2 times I cook, I made just enough food for us right now, and maybe one leftovers for the each, and that's it.
I do that a lot with now that I'm doing meal prepping and I'm like, oh, I need this for how many meals am I going to be making for? Okay, so this amount.
Yeah.
And bro, did I tell you I was trying to make lemongrass chicken?
Yes.
Did I say it on here or just told
No, I
you?
think it was after.
Okay. So I was finishing that lemongrass chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I'm eating it like I would eat it at a Vietnamese restaurant with like the rice, and then I'm getting like some cucumber and some tomato
Mm-hmm.
and some lettuce, and I'm like, bro, this might be my new like because I will make chicken a lot, like chicken and rice. Chicken and rice with like some type of vegetable is a go-to for me, especially if I'm doing a meal prep.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I know I can get away with doing this, like I understand like how to make it, and I can make it. Now that I've made it this way, I know how to even make it slightly healthier and adjust it so that I know what I'm like doing and get the flavors to come out that I really, really want to come out. So like,
it's nothing like recreating a meal from a restaurant. Because when I make beef and broccoli, you can't tell me I am not of Asian descent.
I feel that way about my Mongolian beef.
Yeah.
My Mongolian beef, and now probably because little one goes through phases where she like will request a thing to death. She's gonna ADHD it. She's gonna hyperfixate on it. And the thing that she is requesting right now is burgers. I make a burger from scratch. Like I'll go and I'll get the meat and I will season the meat and I will.
But do you kill the cow?
Huh? Sometimes.
Okay. Cool.
So like I'll do all the things, make the patty from scratch, season all the everything. Like I'm doing all the things, and so she really, really, really enjoys these burgers. And she's like looking at me every time, going like, "It's sick how much I like these." Like I feel like you're some type of wizard, and I don't like that shit. And it's just like, bro,
yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. Bet has a couple of favorites that he asks for regularly, but he's much less picky. Like he don't care. Like if I leave it to him, hey, what do you want to eat? I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say the Tuscan salmon. That creamy Tuscan salmon is his favorite with the sun-dried tomatoes and the homemade. Everything is from scratch.
Tuscan salmon, you say?
Yeah. There was a trend on the internet where people were doing marry me chicken. That's what they called it because it's supposed to be that good. You feed it to a partner and whatever. It's the same thing but with salmon. But yeah, it's a creamy Tuscan salmon. I actually just posted a video. I just posted a video.
Well, you had given it to him.
Yeah, I handed it to him in a bowl. That was the Tuscan salmon because I just made it yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Did you do a tutorial on how to make it?
Yes, I put incoming stitch because the first part was a little long because I was just handing him the food and I didn't move the camera. I usually cut the camera off immediately, but I just stood there to see if he was gonna actually eat on camera because we don't usually do that. But yes, I put incoming recipe. So then after that, I did show how to make it, but it's very quick. The whole video was like maybe a minute and 20 seconds.
But that's perfect for the ADHD because
Yeah.
I know. Like I just need to know.
I don't need to give you the exact measure. This is for people who know how to cook already. This is for people who already know how to cook.
Bro, I have never looked at measurements a day in my. Would you be like a teaspoon of? Who is measuring this?
I do look at measurements, but not for the number, but just to see is there something that I need a lot more of. So like
yes.
Yeah. So I'll be like, okay, this does say they only need a teaspoon of garlic powder, but we need 2 tablespoons of cayenne. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be 2 tablespoons or not, but I'm gonna put in a lot more cayenne than garlic powder
First of all, I'm always gonna put in a lot more cayenne than garlic powder because I enjoy spices. I do, bro. If you come, you never ate my etouffee, but also, never mind. That was a little. So my 24-year-old coworker, the one who like I used to have that series that I would do conversations with my 23-year-old coworker. She's now 25. And she is adorable.
They grow up so fast.
They do, don't they?
Right before, yeah.
And she's like got a boyfriend that she's living with now. And she went away from my job. Now she's like back at the job. And like, I adore her, which is part of one of the reasons why I am so less stressed because I have someone that is helping me do the job. Mm-hmm. I was doing the job of 2 people and now I'm not. And I'm like, oh, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
When I'm not overworked, I can like enjoy this.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. But yeah, that's something that Tuscan salmon, he really enjoys that. I don't all too much. Well, I care for it now. I don't really like salmon. I only like salmon air fried.
Really?
Yeah. So when I make it in the skillet, I'd maybe have some right then and there, like half a piece of fish and a little bit of the sauce or whatever. But This was my first time actually preparing it in the air fryer first, and then just putting it in with the food.
Oh.
And my best friend, you met my best friend Chuck. He's a pescatarian, so whenever he tells me the food is good, I really appreciate it because he don't just be eating anything. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no meat in a very long time. Let me tell you what Vet had us doing today. He's probably gonna, by the time this comes out, I'm sure there will be a video, but probably on his page. He had us try MREs. Where the fuck did he get MREs? I don't know. But he came to the house.
I probably have a couple, actually.
That is crazy. He came home and was like, do you want to try this? I said, what is it? MRE. I said, no, thank you. I'm not poor or deployed.
In the field.
Yeah. But Chuck was there. Chuck was like, yeah, let's do it. So you could see the disgust all throughout the video in my face. He was just like, yeah, you just pour this in there. Oh. Okay. I did not enjoy that. The process of that. But that was the thing that we tried MREs today, so.
Oh, but what did you said best friend said something about it. But you never
He said it was good.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah, because he was there.
Can you Tuscan other things other than salmon?
Fish? Chicken.
Maybe I'll Tuscan a chicken. We'll see how that
creamy Tuscan chicken. Or marry me chicken. It's trendy, so it'll pop up if you type that in. Yeah,
the same way with that freaking that Trader Joe's lobster bisque or lobster pasta.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, everybody's doing this.
Yeah,
I never actually attempted it, and now I live so far from a fucking Trader Joe.
Yeah,
but I still got HEB, and I rocks with the HEB.
Same.
Till
HEB's brand of stuff, I don't even consider that off brand.
Bro, it's so good.
That's not off brand. It's not a great value. You know what I mean?
At all. Like it's the superior brand a lot of the time. Bro, yeah. I got candles from there. Like their brand of candles. Like what?
Yeah.
HEB is killing the game, dog. Bro, I didn't even tell you last time about how I was injured. Dog. That's how you know. That's how I knew I was getting old. Like, I didn't even remember what happened. You know how, like, you wake up from, like, a drunken... Yeah, and you end up, like, bruised? Bro, there was absolutely nothing I had done. Like, I had played... It was, like, last Wednesday. So, I had played basketball on the Wednesday. I had come home. I had stretched. I had done all the things I was supposed to do. When I woke up the next morning... I could not put my fucking socks on.
Was it your back?
I don't know. It was my groin.
Oh.
I was like, yo, what did I... Like, I stretched you properly yesterday. Like, nothing, like, was, like, wrong. I remember I got... I was sitting down, I was eating, and then, like, I came down and I sat down in here. And I was like, oh, I'm uncomfortable in here. I'm just going to go lay on the couch. And I did it, and I couldn't. I was having trouble, like, getting to sleep. But when I woke up in the morning, to not be able to put on my socks and to have trouble walking, dog, I was like, yo, what did I...
Yeah. Got you retracing your steps. Like, well, what could have caused this?
What fucking goblin punched me in my fucking shit last night? Like...
Yeah. Yeah, that's old people problems. I cannot relate to that.
Okay. All right.
We all have our thing, you know.
All right. Old people problems. Let's see. Sorry, I am going back through this docket because we didn't
touch a docket last week,
bro.
We didn't. Yeah.
But like I said, learning. We don't actually need that many topics. We just need like
just to get us
couple of good ones. Did we already talk about the Reese's Teas thing?
I believe so. Yeah.
Good, because I don't want to have to retell, or we don't actually have to talk about Reese's Teas at all.
I would rather not, because I don't know anything about it. Besides, I only know other people's stuff. I have not seen one part.
No, I meant the Charlemagne the God.
Oh yes, we did talk about that.
Yeah. People can't take fucking jokes. I remember it. Yes, I do. Okay. Do you? Oh, I saw this and it was an interesting thing. You sticking your thumb out of the camera. Why?
Just felt like being mean to them.
We want them to pay our bills. What are you doing?
My followers like that. I like listen. They like it when I'm mean to them. I once made a video.
They like to be dominated?
I once made a video and I was like, I am not in a
what
good
type
mood.
of followers you got?
I said no. They got. They like to be talked bad. What a degradation key? Because
yes.
Because I once made a video and I started off by saying I'm in a bad mood and I'm gonna be mean to y'all for no fucking reason. So you might want to scroll away and look at you still here because you don't know how to let shit go. You can commit to this, but you can't commit to a career path. What the fuck is your problem? Like I just went in like. I apologized at the end though, but they was like, I stayed all the way to the end. What's wrong with me? So my father, they like that. They like when I'm mean to them.
Do you ever get any have you ever seen like a clapback that is so worthwhile? Because Little One sent me one.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, hold on. Let me read this to you because it was crazy. So this dude, and this is a text thread, so it's text and reply. So this girl texts and she goes, "You a clown." And he responded with, "You the balloon I walk with."
Mm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I would be, first of all, if I sent someone a message calling them a clown and they called me the balloon that they walk with, we gotta square up.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would you take my soul in this fashion?
Yeah. If you call me a clown, if someone texts my phone and called me a clown, I would probably say something along the lines of, "And you the dummy who answer every time the circus call." So.
Not you being better than the fucking tweet.
Every time the circus.
Just decided shit on the tweet. Fuck yo tweet. Nigga.
I mean.
No, it was so well written.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a really good one. I told you.
No, I meant you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, fuck tweet. Like, I ain't worried about that goddamn tweet.
Because imagine calling somebody a clown that you can't leave alone.
Bro, don't. Hey, I don't want to be in people's business because we talked a lot about accountability last episode. And I don't know how I don't know how anyone is gonna take that.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't really clip up too many of them parts because what I don't want to be is that podcast. We are not gender wars. Mm-hmm. We are a reprieve.
Yeah.
From the gender wars.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like we try our best to be fair and
we do
talk shit about everybody who deserves it. Like it's not just you know.
If this is the thing, I root for women all the time, and I really hate when they do things that make it hard for me to root for them. Yeah, I root for black men all the time. I hate when they do things to make it hard for me to root for them.
Yeah.
I want you motherfuckers to act right.
That's all. I want it to be.
I want to be able to celebrate you
more cohesive
all the time.
Yeah, I get into arguments with a lot of black men on Instagram, and one did tell me that because I was actually talking to him and not having. And not immediately just insulting and cursing and doing all that because I was trying to have a conversation to understand. That meant I cared about. He was like, "Don't you got a man? My woman couldn't be on the internet holding these. Like if you had just cursed at me and stuff, that would have been different." But I said, "No. Here's the thing. I'm a black woman raising black sons in a relationship with a black man. I care about black men. I want y'all to be better. I am talking to you like a human." And trying to get you to understand what the fuck is going on or where we're coming from because I care about the betterment of black men.
Which is why my interactions with black men in my comment sections usually go so differently.
Yeah.
Because that exact thing, if I react to you the same way that everybody else reacts to you, it just justifies what you already think in your head. Mm-hmm. But if I attempt to actually have a conversation with you so that I can understand where you're coming from and that I can share with you my point of view, it helps you. You may not change immediately.
Right.
But maybe you've had a seed planted, and then maybe someone else comes along and they help that grow.
Right. And I don't even need you to admit it to me. I feel like a lot of times people just can't, like you said in that video you made, like you realize that you've gone too far, that you're being dramatic and you can't pull out. It's not just women, because I know for a fact there are several men who I know, because you're not doing shit. Every time I reply, you reply right back within 3 minutes. But then when I say some shit, that's it. It goes. So that's fine.
So this is the thing. I'm going to say this to you, and I'm going to say this to everybody else. People assume in my videos that I am always and only talking to women. Mm-hmm. I am generally talking to submissives. Submissives,
whatever that looks like,
can be male, female, or anybody in between, however they choose to identify. Mm-hmm. Anybody can be submissive. Anybody can be dominant.
Yeah.
When I am saying things like, when you go too far, that's the thing that I know that men do. I specifically asked women in that particular video because I was thinking about a particular woman
in a particular situation, probably,
and I was trying to gain some understanding. That's all. So I asked, but generally, like, I'll say things and I purposely try not to gender things, so that whoever can catch it in the way that it was meant to be caught for them.
Right.
But subsequently, because of how my audience is, men don't tend to respond with what's the name, and when they do, it's not always a great interaction. So that's one of the reasons, again, why I've had to adjust and try to figure out different ways.
I love that for you personally. Me, on the other hand,
you gonna get these jokes off.
Whatever, you're gonna get what you get. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get whatever the hell I give you, by way in regards to content. I'm not adjusting the motherfucking thing.
That's fair.
Because what's the point? Like, I don't see the point, because the internet is a place where people gonna say and feel what they want, regardless of how you present it. You can do your part. I don't feel like I'm incentivized to make changes, because I feel like I already speak direct enough. I don't usually leave a lot of room for things to be interpreted. So people they're gonna do that just because they want to, regardless. It don't matter how specific I try to make it. People gonna do that. I literally, like I said last week, every video that I make is for Black women unless I say otherwise. And then when I say otherwise, I say very specifically who I'm talking to. And yet there's always people who do not fall under the Black women category or the people who I specified. It's always those people still have something to say. So it's like, I wasn't talking to you. I start a lot of my videos off with, "Hey, friend." And so sometimes when I get any pushback from anybody, no matter what it is, I wasn't even talking to you because I said, "Hey, friend." So this really don't have nothing to do. I was not talking to you. You are not my friend.
Bro, you could be a coworker though. You don't have to be friends to be coworkers. Coworkers.
There was one time,
speaking of coworker, my coworker made this for me.
Not me, but an actual coworker.
Yeah, an actual like coworker that I work with that heard. I was like, "Oh, that's sweet. Thank you."
One time you posted a clip, and in the clip, I believe it was on the podcast page on TikTok. In the clip, you were starting to talk about something, and then I interrupted you to talk about your dad. Oh, and there was someone in the comments, it might have been two people in the comments, who said something along the lines, "I really would have liked to see what he had to say. She should have waited till he was done to tell her story." That's the point of the clip. And if you want to know what he said, go and watch the show.
Which is kind of, because I think we talked about it later on in the show.
Well, you went right back to it. Yeah. I just interrupted just to say that
because it was a funny ass clip,
because it was
a
joke, and it was also something that made us friends. Like that made us kind of
core memory.
Okay, no, I see.
Yeah,
I see what this is.
That's gonna be my nigga.
I threw that joke out there, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Bro, that's that. This is the thing. I resonate with dark humor. I spent a lot of time in the military, and people think like, "Oh, you work in mental health. Oh, that must be so healthy. You know who makes the darkest jokes? Your current provider makes sick jokes. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought about something I was talking about with Little One.
Mm-hmm.
There is a specific type of dude that I am realizing I despise.
Hard same.
And it's the kind of. So I was realizing there was a dude that I once like would have called my friend or homie, and then I realized at one point every girl he tried to like push me towards was a girl he had either already dealt with but didn't tell me, or was trying to mess with and didn't tell me. And then I go, we was never friends, bro. We couldn't have been.
I don't think I understand the point.
Well, this is the thing. Why would you? Okay, it's like dudes will sometimes do this. Like, well, these sickos will do this thing where they want to have this thing to be able to sun you. And if you get this girl, and they've already, it's a way of them being. It's weird, and I don't understand why you would do that. I have no desire to try to deal with the same girls that my friends have dealt with. And when dudes try to, and this is the other thing, if you're trying to put me on somebody because you be like, hey, yo, shorty low-key fire, then that's a discussion.
From
Tell me that.
You might enjoy this. So
have that conversation.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, oh no, like, bro, you should definitely go after her. She's a sweet girl. And then like,
I met her at church. It's no big deal.
Yeah, bro.
We grew up together. No relation.
Yeah, no, like she's amazing. And then I find out later, like, y'all was wholly like knocking boots.
Yeah. At
church. While your parents was at Bible study. Like, what are we doing?
Especially when like that's not an uncommon thing, unfortunately. Like niggas be doing that.
Bro, this is the thing. I'm one of them people whereas I'm like, you could have just told me. We could have had a whole conversation. Like, if this is a chick that you put me on, why? Which is why I have issues with trusting motherfuckers now. Because I have to ask, why? Why do you want me to deal with this girl who you seem to, like, have a slight interest with? Oh, there was definitely a thumbs up.
Oh. Somebody did comment on the YouTube and said, yes, we saw the balloons from last
yeah. Yeah, well.
I've never, I don't think anybody's ever hooked me up with anybody before. I'm kind of always the hooker upper.
Well, I'm trying to think if I've wingmaned and I've allied, but I've never like set somebody up.
Y'all should hang out.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that because when y'all break up, which you will, I'm not gonna be the person. This is the thing. When any of my friends, I know my friends. I know y'all well. I know when y'all are, and if y'all are ready to make this the thing work, and I'm not gonna encourage it because I know you're not, and y'all not finna get mad at me because you want me to be involved.
Right. My two best friends, my male best friend you met, he really likes or is really interested in my other best friend, who I've known since the 5th grade.
Oh Lord.
She is not interested in him in that way. Now, I talk him up all the time because he is a great guy. Like, if a lot of things had been different, a whole lot.
It could have been.
But he is somebody I would like.
You would recommend.
I don't put him on any of my friends because I don't feel like they're good enough for him. Not the other way around. He is a good guy.
Yes.
And I talk about him highly all the time as my friend because that's all he is to me. But my sister is like, no, I would like to have the same relationship that you have with him. Like, I would like to be his friend, but I'm not interested in him like that. And they're not dating or anything like that, but I'm still in the middle of it because I'm the mutual friend. And it's just like, he don't be getting it. but he do be getting it, but then he don't. I don't know. It's just I don't be wanting to be in the middle of that.
So I've been in his position as the homie that is a seemingly good dude and seems to be a good match, but then like the girl is being weird. Part of that comes from like she's being weird, bro. Like she wants my attention, but then she don't want what comes with my attention.
Well, this isn't that because he keeps constantly pursuing her, and she keeps saying, "Hey, we can hang out if you want to hang out because I am interested in being your friend, but that's it." And he says, "Okay, yeah, that's cool. We can go, go because he'll come pick me up. We go get something to eat in a minute. It's no big deal." But then there'll be like texting or DMing or whatever, and he'll say something that makes her uncomfortable, or like not necessarily uncomfortable, but he will say something that makes her feel like, I'm not trying to use you, bro, but I don't know if you understand it when I keep very clearly telling you I'm not interested in you like that. She's telling him up front, but then he'll just as an example, he'll say, hey, you want to go get something to eat? She's like, yes, we can do that, but I want to let you, I'm not trying to lead you on. I'm not like looking for that from you. And he'll say, yeah, okay, cool. The next day he'll be like, what's up, baby girl? You still want to go out? Why the fuck would you call her baby girl? Cause now she's like, do you understand what I said? Because that feels like a line that you wouldn't cross if you understood I just want to be your friend and that's it. And if that's not what you want, then we don't have to do anything.
Especially if you don't talk like that.
Right.
Like if you
I wish you would call me baby girl. Boy. Who the fuck is you talking to? I don't really call nobody baby girl baby girl because that's weird. That's also an honorific thing for me. There are certain things I'm gonna call her that I don't call anybody else. Yeah. That's one of the few that is one of the few like instantly effective punishments that he has for me. I am the biggest brat apparently, and I feel like I can get out of any punishment that he give me. I normally usually feel like I can get out of this, or it's not that bad, whatever. But when he be like, I'm not calling you by your honorifics, I can't handle it. I be ready to throw shit. I be ready to knock shit over.
I even have an honorific that I call her when she's getting on my nerves.
Yeah. He called me Lil Rox one time. And here's the thing. This was early. And I told him, I was like, your punishments often don't work because I know that they're coming. It's not like a casual punishment, which is what this is supposed to be. So I had no idea that he was going to do that. He came in the house and just started calling me like Lil Rox or by my real name. What the fuck are you on? Who are you talking to? I didn't know I didn't realize I was being punished. I thought he was just talking to me like that.
He got
you. I got in line quick. It is effective. I don't like that shit.
No, because whenever I've called baby girl by her like name, she stops everything.
Cause what did I do? What'd I do? Do you remember that video?
I'm just a girl. She does that all the time. I'm just a baby.
There's this old video. This is before TikTok. There's this old video of this little black girl in her mama room, and her mama was like, "Yeah, you're not having the Tinkerbell birthday party," and she's just like, "What I do?" she just kept saying, "Well, what I do? What I do?"
But didn't she do a whole bunch?
I don't think we ever knew in the video because we don't see her. We just see that. Oh, that's the only video I've ever seen. But yeah, it was just this little girl. She was like, "What I do?" Like, she was so genuinely confused. I do that all the time. But what did I do?
Yeah, no.
Knowing I know what I did. I'm in trouble right now.
Little one is not currently in trouble.
Yeah, good for her.
But she has had to. We have had to have. But she needed to not be in trouble. Yeah, because we had to have some other conversations.
Yeah.
God, I love that girl. But do she get on my? This is the thing, and I be trying to tell her. I be like, "Do you think I would let someone I don't care about irritate me this much?"
It would be so easy to walk away if I didn't care. You know what I mean?
Like, why am I still fighting with you?
The level that you get on my nerves, I would have been cut anybody else off.
But I love your dumb ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never call her that because that's rude.
Yeah.
But do I be like, I love you. Now just go sit down and don't talk to me for the next 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And yes, that's timeout. That's a punishment. Go sit down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble right now.
What you did?
One of my expectations, because I have a very bad habit of waiting to the last minute to schedule my services. So like my lashes, my nails, my eyebrows, all of that stuff. So in an effort to keep me from waiting to the last minute, the rule is for my nails, if he notices that I need my nails done and I don't already have an appointment set, I have to get one of his initials on my nails whenever I go get them done. So I broke a nail and he noticed that my nails needed to be done. But here's the thing. I waited to the last minute. I was supposed to get the initial because I didn't have an appointment set. But the girl didn't have no appointments because it was the last minute. So I just had to go to a nail salon. I just went to a random nail salon, which I do for my toes all the time, but not for my nails. So I went and I was like, I don't know that I don't know what to get, that I don't know their level of
skill in
here. So I didn't do it.
I mean,
so then I'm in trouble for not doing my punishment, which was to get the letter.
So for those that are listening, I guess I want to give male equivalent if you don't get like it, because a lot of dudes don't get their nails painted, which weird. Okay, if you don't, that's the weird thing. But let's say like if he didn't want to get like haircut, like he's like, oh yeah, you got to go get my initial in your head. And he's like, okay, yeah, cool. But then he can't go to his barber.
Right. So now you just out here, you just going to a random place.
Nah, I might have waited until my barber was like.
I couldn't walk around with that broke nail. Ooh, no, I couldn't.
It was bad.
It was just a broke nail. The rest of them were there. One of them was gone. It was, I know I needed to go and get that done. So I did.
Little one got short nails now, which she don't really like, but I kind of do.
Yeah.
Like there's something about it.
Yeah, I don't like short nails.
They're not like, so those would be short to her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is about what I usually get.
Hers are longer than yours,
and she feels like they're short.
No. So like the ones that she has are probably a little shorter than that, and she hates that.
Yeah.
Because her boss got on her about her nails, and so she had to get shorter nails.
Yeah. I'm surprised I got all this damn color. I'm usually brown. Different shades, browns, neutrals, but I panicked.
You just said all of them.
This was just so simple. Like I had this in my phone because I wanted to try it, but I wanted to try it with different colors. But I went in there, didn't know what to get because I just stopped at I was at Target and was like, let me just go get my nails done. Went in there, she said, what do you want? I pulled up something that just looked like it was gonna be easy to do. Didn't want to give them no room to mess up. But
do they charge you per color?
No.
One day I'm gonna learn like all about like something cosmetic that little one like loves, and that she's been trying to tell me about, but I haven't been paying attention to, and I'm gonna surprise her with like things she didn't know I knew about it.
And she gonna say, "Who the fuck told you what periwinkle pink is?"
Exactly.
I asked Vet one time what color I should get my toes, and he said powder pink. What the fuck is that? And why do you know? What the fuck is that? So,
is that one of them things that like if a man knows too much, you're like, you are a whore?
I saw a picture on Twitter of this dude's like linen closet in his bathroom, and he had a bunch of like Dove soaps, but like the women ones too. It was crazy. And the person who had quote tweeted it was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, if I came into a man's house and saw this, I'm leaving immediately. Because what the fuck do you have going on in here? You're a whore. Or you're about to kidnap me. Those are the only options. What the fuck? Why do you have a cabinet full of feminine products?
Oh, he had feminine products?
Yeah, it was like he had Yeah, he had Dove body wash, but the men and the women's. Why are there so many?
Oh, men and women?
Yeah. And in the caption says something along the lines of
that nigga married. He little did you know he is absolutely married, and he had the audacity to bring you back to him in his wife's house and not even put away her soaps.
That's crazy. But they're unopened. It's just a bunch of them in the cabinet, unopened.
He's stupid.
That is crazy. And his caption says something along the lines of like, after the club, you don't got to go home to take a shower. You can do it here or something like that. Bro, I'm going to fuck home. What is this? What were you plotting on me?
First of all, like, how much of a germaphobe are you that you can, like, because this is the thing. Either have the one night stand or don't. Like, what are we doing?
I feel like if it's a one night stand, sure. If it's somebody you know, like I have in the past,
if it's
been out with my friends
different.
And be like, I'm finna call my nigga and I'm finna go to his house. I'm taking a shower when I get there.
Well, yeah. But that's somebody you
that's my
know.
Nigga. Yeah. But even if it's somebody that I know and I come to your house and I ain't never seen this closet before and I happen to this is my first time taking a shower. I've been here before, but this is my first time taking a shower here. I'm leaving. Not my man, like we in a relationship. These aren't mine. Why do you have this? I'm leaving.
So like so say like your sneaky link.
Yeah.
Your first time like you taking a shower and like going in his stuff and you see this and you've already had sex with him a couple different times. You'd still be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here because you're a serial killer?
Or a serial whore. What are you preparing for? You're either preparing for me to not leave or somebody else to also come here.
Can you tell if they're a whore by how good the D is?
No, I don't think so.
Interesting. Well, there was a similar concept. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Sorry, I was thinking about that episode of Girlfriends.
Which episode?
Where Joan finds out old boy is a sex addict and he's been with like however many women. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, I thought he was going to be like really good at it. And he just kind of wasn't.
Yikes on bikes. Yeah, no, I don't think the two things relate at all. I don't think.
Your ability to like, well, because like those are two separate skills.
Yeah.
Your ability to get to the cooch and your ability to know what to do with it when you get to the cooch.
And for someone who's a whore in that way, probably also does not care a whole lot about the other person. It's possible, but it's not about.
That's what I've heard about very attractive men. Like there's a specific type of like pretty boy man who don't like, who women are like, yeah, he's not going.
Pretty boys, and there's a lot of men who have really large penises who are just like, yeah, I don't have to, because the house ain't gonna sell itself.
This is the thing. If you got a Boeing 747, you still gotta learn how to land it.
You gotta learn how to fly that motherfucker.
Yeah, like
it's not enough.
You don't have to learn how to do a loop de loop, but I mean, learn it anyway.
You don't want to razzle. We love a good icebreaker. We love a good conversation starter.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know why this just made me think about the very first time Vet and I ever had sex and how we had a play-by-play discussion afterwards. So, how did you feel about that? Was there anything you changed? Is there anything you don't ever want to do again? Is there anything you'd like to add? Like the first time. And when we met, I did not know that he was a dom.
Yeah.
So the first time right after it was like, so how was it for you? Okay, this is what I enjoyed. Is there anything you want to add in there next time? Like,
what was your reaction to that?
I feel like I might have started it.
Oh, for real?
Maybe. I don't really remember. But I know it was, but we also had very filthy sex the very first time we had sex. Like there was
y'all needed an after action review to make sure everybody was okay. Like it was good. So because me and Little One just talked about the first time we had sex. Because I said immediately after, you was like, she looked at me and she goes, "Why did you do that to me?" You've done that to other women?
Oh my gosh! I don't know why we think about that.
I was like, bro, why do you want to know? Why? What?
But sometimes it's literally like afterwards, and we locked in at this point. We live together. We are locked in. Sometimes afterwards, I still roll over and be like, let me tell you something. If you ever do some shit like that to another bitch, it's over for every fucking body. Do you hear me? Keep playing with me if you fucking want to. Lose your goddamn life. And he don't know what's going on, where it came from, why.
Oh my God. Oh, I have fucking been there.
He taught me how to do a collar choke. I think it's a collar something. The one where you like behind and then twist. You'll be hemmed up in this motherfucker. Don't play with me.
You know what's crazy? Little one has said the exact same shit to me. And whenever she does, I just look at her and I go, I understand. Like, I'm not going to play with you. But also, we're ethically non-monogamous. So I would never do this. Like, I would never put you in a position that, like, that's going to be an issue. And she always feels the need to say some shit because it's always motherfucker. Like, dudes do stuff to fuck shit up when they don't have to. Uh-huh. And so she feels the need to constantly remind me, like, I know you're not going to fuck it up, but my reflexes are bad. So I just need to tell you, hey.
I feel like there is a version of me that could be ethically non-monogamous. I'm not there right now. But considering that person that I could be, I would still be like, you can go out there. Don't fuck nobody else like that. That is reserved for me.
There are specific, and me and Little One, there are very specific things that she is not wanting me to do or try with other people. And she's like, at least until we have done them first.
Right. Fair. But I was thinking, you asked me, how did I respond to that? And that made me think about who brought that up afterwards. And it was me. Do you know why? Because I felt...
He's like, I'm going to do this again.
Well, yes, absolutely. But I knew I'm finna tell this nigga I love him the next time we have sex. So I have to let him know not to be weirded out by it. And that's how the conversation started. That's how the conversation started.
Bro, that is an excellent call. Because had Little One told me, had she said that to me the first time, the second, third, fourth time that we was like doing, what's the name? We was making whoopee. I don't know where that came from, but hey. And she had been like, I love you. What?
Yeah. No, you got to give the disclaimer.
But also because like I had been through things in my life and now I'm going to think you're fucking crazy. And I run from crazy now.
Yeah. But yes. And that's completely understandable, which is why you have to give the disclaimer. We had this conversation in like one of the first few episodes of the pod. I think it was one of the first.
We did talk about
that we ever had, like that went viral.
Yes,
which they ended up taking the sound off of. But yeah, like I will let you know. I will let you know.
I should repost that anyway.
I will let you know up front. I probably if I tell you that I love you, it just means I'm having a really good time. Please don't be weird. I don't ever want to talk about it again. And I knew that's when I knew at that time, like I said, this was the first time we ever had sex. So I wasn't thinking about being with this man forever at this point. But that's how I knew, at least for this moment, I am with who I'm supposed to be with. Because as soon as I told him that, he said, well, that is my goal, to get you to say it. The next time, I'm not, that is the goal, to get you to say it. Because the last person that I told that to was like, please don't do that. It was
but see, the thing is,
cheesy fries. He was like, no, don't say that.
But see, the thing is, that's a completely different mentality.
Yeah.
Like when you tell her, hey, I'm probably gonna do this, don't take offense to it, and I say, because I've had where they go, or they say, I'm able to do that, I think, or I've never done this before. I go,
now what? That's the goal.
Let's try.
Yeah, let's see. Try with me.
Come with me and we'll be.
Yeah. So that felt great. Like, saying that to him, and his immediate response being like, okay, yeah, let's see. I'm
about that action.
Yeah. So it definitely was me who started it, but we did have a play-by-play. Like, after, I felt like we were sitting at a damn press conference table, like after a game. Talking about it.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
What do we have?
The fact that we're and still
damn near an hour in.
Bro, we do have a break room question. I saw this thing that said online that said white people that black people like age slower.
Yeah.
And
it's
I didn't.
the unproblematicness.
Is that a thing?
Mhm.
Because someone named Cameron Diaz, I was like, and Betty White, because she lived for a long
Betty
time,
White
bro.
lived a very long time, and she looked the same age for most of it. I love Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman is from Ozarks. He's in Arrested Development. I love Jason Bateman. And I watched Arrested Development once it was over. It's an old show, right?
I've never seen it.
Okay. That's one of the like quirky, it's kind of like Parks and Rec style, but it's not a mockumentary. But this is how old that show is and how well Jason Bateman is aging. So I start the show. I love Michael Cera. You know who that is? Michael Cera. He was in Juno. He was in Superbad. Really awkward white boy. He was in the
yes.
What's another one? There's another one.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, but real awkward. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which is my favorite movie in the world. That's
yes.
But so Michael Cera was in that as a kid. He was young. Jason Bateman looked exactly the same, to the point where I was like, damn, that looks like Michael Cera, but that can't be Michael Cera because Jason Bateman looked like he do right now today, and Michael Cera looks like a fucking baby. So that can't be. It was him. He's aging so well for a white man, but I think it's because he's very unproblematic. I think there was like some sexual harassment going on a set that he was also on, and the woman who said something about it initially, like he didn't speak up for her or something like that, but then he did. So it didn't even really have anything to do with him still, but that's the only thing I've ever heard. Sarah Paulson's aging great. Sarah Paulson is from American Horror Story. That's probably the most popular thing that she's from. She's in every American Horror Story.
Sarah Paulson. I feel like I know that
she's
name.
She's a good white lady. But I also think she's a part of the LGBTQ community. So you know Sarah Paulson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She is the white Kerry Washington. They look just the fuck alike to me. Like people, I don't know if anybody else
when she got her hair short like that.
Yes, with that bob, she like her and Kerry Washington, and they both hold their mouth the same way.
It's a sip. They look very similar.
Mm-hmm. You could use the same words to describe them outside of skin color.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I say that a lot. I've been saying like, I don't think me and this person look alike, but you use the same words to describe us.
I like that actually. Oh, when I get done with this, remind me. I'm supposed to watch Love Is Blind. Little one keeps trying to get me to watch the show.
You like it. It's okay.
I don't. This is the thing.
Watch you sit here and lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell the truth. This is the thing. I think it is interesting, but it is not something that I want to spend my time on. For real. Because I know it's not good for me.
Okay. Not because you don't enjoy it, but because you know that it's not good because you enjoy it.
I get passionate about it, but not necessarily because I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. Mm-hmm. I'm getting irritated because I'm like, none of y'all should be here. You should all be in therapy. Because like, you're going to get me to ranting about it right now. Like every time I'm...
Did y'all hear that?
They didn't. God
damn. I am hungry though.
Me too. Because I was snacking before you got here.
Yeah. You was about to start ranting about.
I know, and then you said I'm hungry, and then I was gonna be mad at you, but I already said I was hungry, so I can't be mad at you because I'm already hungry, so I can't be mad at you for not doing the same thing that I haven't done.
Right, because as a grown ass man, why are you
hungry? We can't both do the same thing. Okay, all right.
This is on track for on brand for one of us.
Which is also like it's like when I want to tell little one to drink water, but I also haven't drunk water all day, so I can't yell at you for not doing the thing that I haven't done.
Oh shit, Vet do it all the time, and then he looked me dead in the face and said we have different goals. Like when he ain't ate and he be on my ass about not eating, I'm like, but you ain't ate. We been together and you ain't ate either. You know, if it is 2:00 in the damn afternoon, you ain't ate either. He was like, yeah, but we have different goals. So what I do ain't what you do. I said, I shut my fat ass up. I sit there and eat my food.
Because this is the thing. Fucking Dom logic, bro. That is that is exactly Dom logic. Because in my head, I'd be like, yeah, but thank you, vet, because I'm definitely going to use that. Because we definitely do have to. Well, it's the same thing about little one with bedtime. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, yo, I ain't got to go to bed early. You do.
Yeah.
I don't got to be up. You do. And who going to be mad? You are. Yeah. So lay your little self down. Mm. But I don't say it to her like that. I drop all the octaves because it's women want to hear things in a deep voice. No matter what you're saying to them, if you can say it to them in a deeper voice.
Unless I'm mad. Turn that shit the fuck off.
Now you want to fight.
Cause why are you talking to me?
Why are you
like
being
that?
seductive?
Cause you're trying to disarm me. I'm angry. Let me be that. Or you piss me off.
But see, the thing is, that shit only works in romance novels, for real. Yeah. Where she's like angry for real.
And he's just like, sit down. The fuck are you talking to? Right now, bro, you thought right now was the time for that.
Dog, I just stopped reading the romance novel that I thought I was gonna like. First of all, we talked about this. It was the book that like I was like, I'm probably not gonna get the next one anyway because like I heard author said something weird, but I already paid for this one, so I'm gonna finish it. I got to a part in the book and I was like, oh, I'm done. Cause they do the thing that I hate that books do sometimes, where they've like had this on again, off again, will they, won't they? And these two people finally come together and like they have the amazing sex and they're all connected and they're sharing and healing wounds and doing all the things. And then we find out, especially if it's like got fairies or some shit in it, they're going to be fucking mate bonded to where like the moon and the stars chose them for each other and they're each other's perfect match or some shit. And then they're going to split these motherfuckers up. They're going to find a way to try to like crush the bond and see that fate means like, why are we doing that? You fist to piss me off. Let them be happy. I'm not reading the next. I wasn't going to read the next book anyway. But if I was going to read the next book, I'm definitely not reading it now. Because why would you do that?
Yeah.
And I'm not finna suffer through a whole other book just so you can get them back there. No. Yeah. Fuck you.
You ever seen the movie Serendipity?
I don't remember.
It's very white.
Who's in it?
You know I don't know white people. Why would you ask me that?
Let me look it up.
There is the white man that's in it. I feel like I should know. John Cusack? Something Cusack, maybe? John, I don't know, but anyway, that was a very white movie and it was infuriating in those same ways. Like they kept thinking that everything is fate, so they kept putting themselves in situations to see if they would. Like she didn't want to give him her number, so she was like, I'm gonna write my number down and I'm gonna put it in this book. And every time you pass by,
so we had this. So I remember this specific movie case. And I remember seeing it on our what's the name? Like this.
Mm-hmm. What's his name?
Let's see. Let's go to the cast. John Cusack.
Yeah.
Cusack?
Okay, I was right. I know white people. Period.
So I remember seeing that like movie case, but because I was incredibly dyslexic, I thought that movie was Sleepless in Seattle.
God damn. Sorry. Fuck. I'm so sorry. That's such a... Like I just said, you thought the movie was called Superstitious or something, maybe, but Sleepless in Seattle is wild. Sheesh. I'm so sorry. Good grief.
Oh my God. I have never had someone have such like a genuine and like
because that's crazy.
bro.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
I was not prepared.
Got me neither. So.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, I acknowledge the fact that it was crazy.
I mean, how could you not?
Oh god.
Yeah, but my friend made me watch that movie maybe a couple of months ago, and I was like, girl, this is way too white for me, and it's irritating. Like I did not enjoy the movie for multiple reasons, but it was like a will fate bring them back together? Will
Is it
they?
supposed to be a comedy?
No.
Oh, it's like
it's like it's kind of rom-com, way more rom than com though.
Okay.
She literally like, I don't want to give you my number, so I'm gonna write my number on a $5 bill and put it in the and go spend it. And if you ever come across this $5 bill again, then you'll know it was meant to be. Or I'm gonna write something in a book.
This is the thing. As a Negro, if a woman said, if I asked her for her phone number, and she said, I'm gonna write it on this $5, and I'd be like, all right, okay, cool. And then she said, I'm gonna go spend it, and if you can ever find it, then you can call me again. I would instantly assume you don't want to talk to me.
Like,
cause I'm not doing all that, bro.
I wouldn't assume that she don't want to talk to me.
The 90s was a fucking wild time.
I
what
would
are we
assume
doing?
This bitch ain't got no life. I don't need to get
Did
myself.
that movie come out in the 90s?
I have no idea. It's old as fuck. I just assume she got too much time on her hands. I can't get into this right now. Like, this is not the relationship.
2001.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah. I wouldn't assume she didn't want that, she wasn't interested. I just assume, you know what? I don't have the energy for what you are about to come with. Cause what the fuck do you mean? You finna spend the $5. Here I am thinking I'm finna get a number and $5. Whole time I'm not getting either. And then at the end of the movie, it's been like 10 years or something like that. He finds the $5.
Get the I hate it, bro. I don't like shit like that.
The whole time they doing all of this shit, all of this back and forth, they spend this whole night just trying to fate and get together and all this and that. They both in relationships with other people. I couldn't get past that. My friend is like this hopeless romantic, and she's like, it's just so beautiful because they're trying to find each other. He got a girlfriend. She got a man. What is this about? This is a horror movie. This is fucking
he's just not that into you. With fucking Scarlett Johansson's character, who is, you don't remember Scarlett Johansson's character?
I don't remember that movie. I know that Scarlett Johansson is the white lady that black people like.
I don't know if we still do. I think she's been replaced by Margot Robbie.
I don't know. My Twitter's still like Scarlett Johansson, because I believe Scarlett Johansson did an interview with that white girl who.
Oh.
And everybody was like, you see, what is her name? Bobby. They was like, you see Bobby shut the fuck up when she in the presence of a strong black woman. They was talking about Scarlett Johansson. So.
Well, that's because Scarlett Johansson will play any ethnicity. She does not give. Well, I knew last time the only problematic things I heard about her didn't come, I don't think, from black people, but from other people. So, like, I think she played some role that was supposed to be for someone who was Asian, and everybody was like, bro, we've already talked about this. Where? Come over here. Let's have a talk.
Yeah. It's so crazy. I really do not be knowing white people. And that's why I had to stop doing them TikTok filters. Because they was just so white. And I was like, I have no idea who this person.
I don't know.
So, sorry to that man. I don't want to sound ridiculous. I wouldn't know a thing.
You just like made me think. Shout out to who?
Keke Palmer.
And stay strong, my sister, because you
and baby Leotis.
She didn't have baby Leotis.
Yeah.
If that ain't the most Negroist name.
Yeah.
My God.
And it's very disappointing because she had the opportunity to name the baby True. Because remember, she was True Jackson VP on Nickelodeon? Disney Channel, I believe. But she played a character. She had a sitcom when she was True Jackson. And his name is Darius Jackson. The baby could have been True Jackson. And yet, you chose Leotis. But that's your baby. and that's your business.
Okay, fair. So what I was thinking about, we were talking about movies and Sleepless in Seattle. Those movies are older movies. Do you have any movies that like you remember from your childhood that you swear existed, but you have no idea what the name of this movie is? Or you can remember the name, but you've never heard anybody else ever talk about this movie?
No, but I recently talked to my grandmother about how I was not a big TV or movie watcher as a kid.
Okay.
I didn't sit down in front of the TV a lot.
You had books?
And puzzles and shit like that. Yeah.
Sorry, I just remember that. Remember that fucking Philip Hudson kid? You been reading books, my boy?
And Vet pointed something out to me because he was asking me what were my Saturday morning cartoons. What did I enjoy watching? And I said, I didn't really do that. I never got up. But he pointed out this isn't everybody, but a lot of people have that shared experience of getting up early to watch cartoons on Saturday morning because they didn't have cable. And that was the only time you could watch it. Because after a certain point, it came on like PBS or ABC or something. So it came on the same
Fox 13.
Came on the same channel as like stories and shit. So after a certain point, it's going to the news and then it's going to soap operas. So you had to get up early if you wanted to watch cartoons. And I'm like, oh yeah, I had Nickelodeon and Disney, so I could just watch. Like it was always cartoons on. There was never a time where I could not watch a cartoon because
I didn't realize that core memory was because I was poor. But thank you.
He was like, that's why so many black people had that shared experience because they had to get up to watch the cartoons if they wanted to see them because they couldn't just watch them whenever they wanted to because they didn't have cable.
Bro, you be growing up broke and don't even realize.
Don't know it. We were definitely poor, but I didn't know. But we did have cable. But I didn't know that we were poor. Yeah, I thought everybody around me was poor, but not me.
Yeah. Actually, we weren't poor. We were
broke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like black tax.
Yeah.
Like it's always some like we got stuff. It don't be working all the time. But we have it.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing. It's the having.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the journey.
Right. It's the climb. Like as the great Miley Cyrus once said.
I was just about to start humming it.
What a beautiful song. That was my graduation song. And it's a great graduation. When you listen to the words, it is a great graduation song.
Would it be better if it was if there was an R&B version?
I don't know, but Kev on Stage did show us a church version. So
how did that go?
Lyrics are the same, of course, but the beat is giving shout. Fun though. Fun. Good times. Good times.
I believe it because Kev is fun.
Yes, that he is. I love it when people shut other people up. So he's doing this thing. He's on tour and he's doing this thing where you give him a random topic and he makes a sermon out of it. Mm-hmm. And some people were saying that he was copying off of another creator who does the same things. And I love the fact that he went to YouTube and went to videos 10 years ago of him doing the same shit. Like, not me. Y'all, that shit might be new to y'all, but I have been doing this since before your Instagram, your TikToks. Yep. I've been doing this since YouTube. Look at this grainy ass video. He looked just like his kids. That's how long ago this shit was.
Yeah. He looked thin.
Yeah.
And had hair.
So it's like I love it when people do that. Like, yeah, let them know. I don't have to do that. I have receipts.
That's one of them things that happens with like poets sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like someone will try to pass off a poem as their own, but this is the thing about being a poet. When you are a poet, it's like being a famous poet is like being a famous mushroom. Like only people that like deal with mushrooms know who you are for real, for real. Mm-hmm. So if you go to like a random poetry venue,
great comparison.
Like it just is what it is. Yeah. So like if you go to like a poetry venue and you do a poem, the people that are, and it's not your poem, and it's like a poem that's been on YouTube.
People do.
If there are people, and like especially if it's supposed to be an open mic where you're doing your work, or especially if we're talking about a slam where you are competing, so you are doing your work that you have written. I was once in a venue, and this dude did a Rudy Francisco poem.
And even I know who Rudy Francisco is. Used to be a huge fan.
There were people in the audience that had met Rudy Francisco,
Right.
that had his phone number. I've met him several times.
Yeah. That's a crazy thing to do. Especially, like, it will be one thing for you to memorize this poem and then say it at a kickback or say it at your cousin's graduation party or some shit like that. But to go to a poetry event where everybody in here knows and enjoys and consumes poetry
and try to pass this poem off like it was your own.
that is insane.
Remember we talked about, like, you just want everybody to assume that it's big? That's one of them times, because you've got to.
Because you can't beat
You're
me
either
up.
that or you're incredibly stupid.
So you can't beat me up. So what are you gonna do? That's crazy.
Yeah, nah.
I have way too much pride to do anything like that because all it takes is one person. One time
They're about to do a poem or to steal
somebody's work. Like all it takes is one person to recognize it, and you got to answer for that,
bro. It happens even when neither of y'all is that big.
Yeah,
and someone just likes it.
I would
like
imagine
that has happened in like some of the circles that I've seen, like up close and personal, where like someone finna get shot over this.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember I went through an underground rapper phase.
Sorry, threatening to shoot somebody over a poem is hilarious.
You ready to lose your life about this shit, Nick?
No, but like in real life, it happened like that, and I was like, really?
Yeah, this is my life. This is my work.
Well, no, it became less about the poem and more about masculinity, which is always that's always a bad combination. When it stops being about almost anytime a motherfucker say it's about the principle, it's definitely going to be some bullshit, and it's all about your ego.
Yeah.
Which is a principle.
Yeah, because don't play in my face. But
also, you didn't have to do this for this.
Don't tell me. Ain't no such thing as too far. I mean, there's a such thing, but it's really far off, you know?
It's not that far off.
But look, I used to be really big into the Houston like rapper scene, the up and coming rappers, and there was this guy named AJ who I was a huge fan. 3 of my tattoos came from him. Lyrics in his songs, like he had a mixtape called Demolition J. I have Demolition Shay tattooed on me. I was a really big fan. But anyway, he randomly invited me to this thing, right? He was like, there's this, he was like, I'm performing tonight. That's all he said. He didn't send me the flyer. He said, I'm performing tonight. Come through. Come show support. Of course. You're my favorite rapper. I'm going to be there. I pull up, not paying attention. It's a freestyle event. Everybody up there is supposed to be freestyling. He was not freestyling. I know all the words to all his songs. Who's in the crowd singing along to something that's supposed to be a freestyle? This girl.
Blew his whole spot.
He got disqualified.
I wonder if I know him.
I mean, he's very Houston, very local here, but maybe.
AJ McQueen?
No.
Okay.
No. But
that would be hilarious if you blew up AJ McQueen's spot.
Oh no. I don't know who that is. But yeah.
He's a rapper and poet. Like he's actually from St. Louis, but he's I think based out here.
Okay. Yeah, this guy AJ is from Herm Clark.
Oh.
Very much, yeah. From Herm.
It's real interesting, like when like the local rapper like makes it for real. Mm-hmm. And like you like having like had like actual interactions with both Toby and Meg Thee Stallion, it's like, oh, look at y'all.
I never met Megan. I met Toby, but I wouldn't say like it was a meaningful interaction. We were just at the same place at the same time, and he was rapping while we were there. Yeah, and I met him there.
He used to do shows in the city, so it'd be like hello to the summer, goodbye to the summer, hello to the winter, hello to spring, like them type of things. And so he was doing one of those, and I had gotten booked to do it.
For poetry.
Mm-hmm. Or did I audition? I can't remember. One of the two.
I remember, you know Killer Callion?
Mm-mm.
A Houston rapper. He came in my job once. It's a big moment for me. Because I was a fan.
Kurt Cobain went to Prairie View, bro.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Well, okay, I'm not holding on to that beef anymore. But yeah, I know Kirko.
Have we talked about that beef on here?
I don't know. This is how long ago this is. This is when the iPad first came out. The very first iPad came out. It had to be like 2009, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a fan of Kirko. Had no idea what he looked like. It was just the music. I was a fan of the music. Like I listened to his music, but I had no idea what he looked like. I picked up my sister. We literally went to the mall, listening to his music on the way there. My sister went to PV at the time. She knew who he was. What crazy thing is, she knew who he was by his face, not his music. She didn't know
that they were the same.
Right. So then we are in the mall playing with the iPads. I'll never forget. It was a racing game on the iPad. I'm playing with the iPad. Light-skinned nigga walks up to me next to me and said, "You don't know how to do it. Let me show you." Took the iPad out of my hand. I ain't never cussed so loud in public before. Boy, boy, what the hell is wrong with you? He was like, "Oh, my bad, my bad." He's talking about, you don't know how to do. Don't nobody know how to do it. It's brand new. We ain't never seen no shit like this before. It's brand new. And you know what this nigga said to me? "My bad. What your name is?" You know, that's, if you don't know Kirko Bangs has one of his most popular songs that blew him up was called "What Your Name Is." I said, "Don't ask me my fucking name after you were just rude," to the point where eventually he just walked away. After he walks away, my sister says, "That is Kirko Bangs." Wait, what? Where'd he go? Why wouldn't you say that sooner? Why wouldn't you?
There were so many signs. He tried to play.
Right over
and even as you're telling the story, you still didn't catch. He said, "What your name is." He was trying to throw game.
I know that now.
Oh my!
At the moment, I was like, because all I'm seeing is a nigga hitting on me. But why would you take this out of my hand? I don't know you. That pissed me off. I saw red after that.
No. It's basically the same as old boy from New Orleans who like
took the bite out of my pizza.
But this thing, he was like, "I'm low-key famous. She's got to know who I am.
She's got to know who I am." No.
And you did, but you did not.
I didn't. I just didn't know what he looked like.
Would it have made a difference?
Yeah. Yeah, I would have approached the situation. If I knew who he was as soon as because I was a fan. It's not just, So as soon as he took the iPad out of my hand, or as soon as I saw him next to me, it would have been a completely different conversation because I know who you are.
But some random person that I
some random light-skinned nigga that I wasn't interested in him. I probably still wouldn't have given him my number because I wasn't interested in him. But I probably would have. But I don't know, like, I'm trying to see what's up. But I was a big fan of his music. Like, I listened to all the progression mixtapes, all the procrastination mixtapes. I was a big fan. So I'm like, it's kind of hard to look back and think, damn, was you that big of a fan if you didn't know what the nigga looked like?
I mean, there's a lot, but see, the thing is, that's a thing of like being before the internet era.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You didn't know what artists look like.
You ain't know all their damn business the way you do now. Yeah.
Like, and that's part of the reason why they got away with so many things.
Is it terrible that I saw him on TikTok maybe like early last year, something like that. And I saw him in the gym and I was like, I'm so happy for him because the last time I saw the nigga in person, he had gotten chunky. So I wanted to comment so bad, look at you getting back in shape. But I was like, that is highly inappropriate.
It is. Because I would have, if someone let's said like, look at you getting back in shape and it's not specific, don't do that.
Yeah. I waited out. I had to call somebody and was like, is this rude? I feel like it's giving. Yes, bitch, that's rude.
Especially if I have never talked about my weight.
Especially if I don't fucking know you. Like I don't know him.
Yeah, that's.
But I was happy for him nonetheless because the last time I saw him, he was looking a little chunky. But then I saw him in the gym shedding a pepper. Like, go ahead, Kirko.
I'm still trying to shed some of mine.
I think I'm gonna listen to some Kirko when I leave here on the way home. I'm lying. I'm gonna get on the phone. I'll be on the phone the whole way.
Bro, me and Little, she talked to me from the time I got off work until we started the pod, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't got, but she literally was like, I talked to a brick wall. I was like, I know. Because sometimes I don't have nothing to say. I am a brick wall and you just talking at me.
Yesterday, I called my granny in the morning. I sat on FaceTime with her. I went to the grocery store, got my food, came back, cooked it, laid down, all while on the phone with my granny. On FaceTime with my granny. When I say best friend, I'm not kidding. Everybody like, oh, my mom is my grandma. No, that's my nigga. And we sit on the phone and talk about nothing. Just like until she told me that sometimes she be on live, not on live, but in people's lives.
Okay.
And somebody had gotten banned, and when they came back, it's a cooking channel. They supposed to just be cooking, and they was in there talking about sex. And my granny commented and was like, "That's why you got banned last time. You need to stick to the cooking." I'm like, "Girl, leave these people alone, because if anybody say anything to my granny, it's gonna be a fucking problem. I don't care if you did start it. So leave these people alone about their shit.
I gotta act up
before I have to cut somebody out. Because don't talk to my fucking granny like
Little
that."
one said that about me. She said, look, if I gotta go get you, I have exhausted all options because I already know. It's like I don't want to have to get you.
I'm trying to tell you, because I just told somebody told me in my comments, "Why are you going back and forth with these men? You need to go get that man." We don't need to do that. And I'm not trying to get nobody hurt. I'm not trying to have nobody suffer.
You understand that there are people that don't play about you.
Yeah. A lot of y'all ain't never had that.
It's we've talked about this before too.
Yeah.
Because I remember I talked about
Caught me completely off guard. I was not prepared for that conversation. Well, you wasn't talking to me. I wasn't prepared for that conversation.
Oh, you're talking about when I had to cuss out that young lady because she had never been protected.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, no. I'm thinking about when I talked about people. She deserved that. That's her fault.
Yeah, she did. Absolutely.
You earned, and I don't go at nobody that don't deserve it. I try to be very like, what's in it? Because me and Little One had this conversation about, as calm as I am, I can be just that. Like, because I'm nonchalant for a reason. Mm-hmm. I'm calm for a reason.
Because nonchalant don't.
Because if I lose it, it's gonna be a real problem for everybody. Mm-hmm. So I need to like.
I need to do my best
to stay calm.
Right.
To not have no issues. So yeah.
Well,
there was something else.
We were supposed to do a break room question. There was a listener letter that you were supposed to read 2 episodes ago.
It's still on here. We ain't, bro. We're gonna copy and paste it in the minutes because we're already at this episode.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, this episode's long.
It's about what we do. Once I cut down the beginning of it from when we were just talking, it's about, we usually do about 1 hour and 20.
We could definitely leave all of that in there too.
The beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was planning on it. I'll probably just from the time we sat down. Yeah. Y'all good? Y'all straight?
Yes.
How you gonna answer for them? Were you saying yes that they straight?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was answering something that I said in my own head, and then it just happened to like coincide, and I was like, and then you like said something to me, and I was like,
wait, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know if this is a man thing or what, but do you ever be holding conversations in your head or like going over something in your head and then just start talking in the middle of that shit out loud? Why the fuck do y'all do that? That shit pissed me off so bad. Cause this nigga will be having a conversation in his head and then just start talking out loud. I'm like, what are we talking about? He will ask me a question about how I feel about something. Sir, you were talking to yourself. I don't know what you're talking about.
Little One says that there are times in which I think I have said things to her that I definitely have not said to her, but I got to be careful because I'm like, don't gaslight me. Don't make me think you ain't gonna make me think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. But have I before? But see, the thing is, I have a tendency to sometimes not finish sentences. So if I don't finish sentences, it begs the question: do you always start them? So I could so sometimes it's not. I'm halfway through the sentence. I didn't start at the beginning of the sentence. Mm-hmm. I was halfway through the thought in my head, and then I just started talking.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But I don't know what you're talking about because I wasn't there for the beginning. You did that part in your head.
Also, sometimes she's ADHD, so like she ain't been paying attention to half the things I've said. And so now she's lost and she's trying to make me think that I'm lost. And I'm not lost.
You might be lost though if you started the conversation in your head. And then halfway through just started talking out loud. I wasn't there for that part. We locked in.
Okay.
But not like that. I don't read your mind. I wasn't there for that part.
So no. Have I done? I'm going to talk with Little One. We're going to see. Because I don't know.
Because the way he will be.
I should call her right now, but she's already asleep.
The way he'll be having a conversation in his head, or just he'll be thinking about something, and then just pick up in the middle of it and be like, so sometimes shit, do it have to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Wait, what did I miss something? Was I not listening? No, you just weren't talking out loud.
Sometimes I forget to give her the details of the context of what I'm talking about, and I'm just talking like she understands what it is. And I can't do that. I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you have made it this far in the show, put mansplain in the comments.
Don't put mansplain. Don't do that, because I
already said it is too late. They're already typing it.
And they listen to you more than they do me, so
they already typing it.
It's because you're meaner to them. I think they know that they're going to get in trouble. You know what it is? You don't play with your mama. I don't really tell them too much. I be chilling, but like you be like, I'm on your ass. Keep playing with me.
And I am. And I will. Okay. You going to let us out? You going to let us out?
Thank y'all for being here. We are your favorite not safe for co-workers. I am RJ, the friendly neighborhood Dom, and this is
Tatiana,
aka
Big Rox.
Not the little one.
Never the little one, not even at the end of the show.
And thank y'all for being our best, most favorite, most awesome coworkers in the world. Best coworker podcast in the world. We thank y'all for being here, and we'll see y'all back next week. Bye.
Bye.